Howdy. It's okay. Just do your thing, Scott. We're just talking. You know, one night in Bangkok.
Did you go live though?
We're live. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Because it's on your channel, so I don't know.
We'll just do our thing. What were we talking about? Obscure 80s lines.
Oh, the Duncan and Miller Swan.
The loons.
The Swan.
The loons.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got 12 and 13 could be, I could have 13 as a surprise.
I have 12, 13 because one is choice. So there's that. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am great. Let me warn everybody. We have thunderstorms around us. Scott has thunderstorms around him.
Right now.
Right now. Ours are popping in and out. So, and we lose power here all the time. I don't know why Tammy picked this house. Anyway, do you have a wig for him? Wait, is that yours?
Is that mine?
Yes.
What do you mean?
No, that's not yours. Is that one you're selling?
If I have time tonight, I'll sell this one. This isn't the big one that I have by the fireplace.
But that's not one of your bookends either, is it?
No.
Okay. Then you can sell it.
Thank you.
This is vibrate. Good. Little housekeeping. So welcome to Two Chaps while Scott is still getting settled. I want to thank him for going live earlier and get you all ready to go tonight because, hey, it's been a month. And last July, if you remember, there was not a Two Chaps because our house burned. So we didn't have a sale. And I did this cool preview. Rhapsody in blue playing, very deco, and boom, fire. So Scott and I were talking about that earlier. So it's been a year, July 8th, it's been a year. And like I said last Wednesday when you were with Tammy and I, we thank you. Could have done it without everyone's support from the bottom of our hearts. We really thank you. We get this feeling that, you know, we're extended family, so we just could not thank you enough for the support. And here we are, settled into our home with Jack. So thanks. We really appreciate the support and the love that we got from everyone. So here we are, a July Two Chaps, and we have a lot to do. Just so you know, or just remember, make sure you're in live chat. Refresh if you can often because different speeds vary. Scott and I move pretty fast. We try to get done in about 2 hours. Like one professor once told me, time is money. And then I've worked all day. Scott has worked very tirelessly all day.
I have.
So, yeah, you have. And I was there. So we're gonna keep it moving. We'll be as entertaining as possible, as much as the law will allow us to be, and we'll just get it going. How are you, Scott?
Well, I'm fine. I'm fiddling with my camera. I just can't seem to get myself the way I want to be here.
You just can't get enough.
Just can't get enough. What?
I should unbutton my shirt, but I don't have a t-shirt under there.
Oh, we don't want to see chest hair.
No, because it's in the shape of Pegasus, and no one wants to see that.
Oh, how ridiculous.
Okay. Let's see. Everyone's here. Yes. Scott's here. Yes. Apparently, I'm not echoing yet, so that's great. I don't have to run and get headsets. I'm trying to refrain from doing that.
I don't hear any echo.
Great. I had a laptop refresh, so maybe that was the issue. I use a work laptop. So thank you, University of Texas. Okay, we're going to get it going. If you like the item, bid like you mean it, because we have expert snipers out there, and they will snipe. Pew, pew, pew. They will take your item right from under you. We don't have it just in case. Everything's auction style, and we're going to have a few choice items where you'll get your choice of an item. You pick one or the other, but high bid wins. So, and be careful, you can't outbid yourself. So we go with the highest bid. Other than that, I think, Scott, are you ready to go?
Sure.
All right.
Shirley. Please don't call me Shirley.
We'll get Scott, and he'll go first. Ooh,
okay.
There we go.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Here we go. Okay, I'd like to start out with 4 Hazel Atlas pink thin rib juice glasses. We're going to start at $12 on these. No chips, no cracks. They're 4 inches tall, and I've got 4 of them. Now, it might look crystal on your screen, but it is pink. It's a very delicate light pink color. And Hazel Atlas made these in the 30s. They made them in cobalt blue. I don't know what other colors they made them in, but there's pink. There's a set of 4. If you're trying to put together a neat little sort of breakfast set in pink from the Depression era and you need little juice glasses, here you go. There were thin rib pitchers that you could get as well. Thin rib because they have thin ribs. Yeah. I've got 4 of them. They're 4 inches tall. And they're Hazel Atlas from the Depression era. One, 2, 3, 4. In pink. We have Christina with the opening bid of $12. Christina, thank you for getting it started. We're not going to delay. We do move pretty quickly here at the Old Curiosity Shop and Two Chaps live sale. So again, if you see something, don't sit around and wait because you might miss, and I don't want you to miss out. We're going to go ahead and count these down because I can't really, David, what else can I say? I guess I could tell you all the things that you could drink out of it, but that would be boring, wouldn't it? So
let's start with cocktails that start with C.
I don't know what Cosmopolitan.
Wrong glass, but okay.
Yeah. True.
Hey. Yeah.
Well, you said cocktails.
Yeah, any cocktail. Bonita Taylor's at 16.
10. No, you get all 4 of them. 10.
Christina at 17.
9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. That's it. For the 4 thin rib.
2 to 3 second lag. So this is going to go really quick. Thank goodness for the old good internet.
I want to thank Karen. I think Karen is putting in our starts and stops.
Yeah, I will call. She's doing the stops as well? Okay. I thought my bad. No, I will not do a stop. I'll just do the call. And it is Christina Campbell at 17. I am sitting down in my high chair, Karen.
Yeah, how long have you been doing this?
Williams. Yeah, how long have I been doing this, Tam? Hey, no talking in the peanut gallery.
Yeah, Tammy, this is Two Chaps only. You can't talk yet. Boys only.
Scram. All right, you got Christina's info?
Christina Campbell at 17. Christina, thank you. I love it. Thank you.
Wonderful. Okay, my first start is going to be $12. And this also is this is Hazel Atlas. It's a set of 4. They're not ribbed. Yeah. And there's the start. I'll put that on the screen. And we have these wonderful, I'll hold up 2. The furniture coasters. These are like a root beer type. Now, before you bid, these are old. So you see the wear where they've moved the furniture around on the inside. And this one has a nice little thumbnail size it's not sharp, but that's missing out of that one. And this one, the two I'm holding, same thing. So this got a lot of use. Look at all that wear on the bottom. So you're going to get 4 of these ready for that nice large piece of furniture you have. Ginny Mac's in at 12. Thank you. And these are the large ones. So these are 3 inches across the bottom. So they're wide. They're ready for those large pieces of furniture, like a console or a buffet. Beautiful root beer. Oh, I can see through Scott's shirt. Lovely.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I should have let Jack count these down. Have you seen that, Scott? Were you here last week?
I was not here last week.
The dog does a countdown.
I didn't get.
The old pup.
I didn't get to see that.
Well, I'll debut it on your next item. You don't have to count it down. Jack will do it. I'll do it on mine. I won't put you through that.
It looks like Jenny Mac at 21.
Ginny Mac at 21.
That's what it looked like.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks, everyone who bid. We appreciate that. And we'll go with Scott's next item.
Oh, what a smirk. Look at that from the 1930s. We're going to start at $20 on this. It's not a reproduction. No. That's the real thing. $20, we're going to start on the kitchen jar. Yep, there's lots of reproductions. I see them every other day in the thrift shops with those bright silver lids, But this is an old one. And it measures about 6 by 6 by 8. That's the big one, the standard big size that was made in the 30s. It's unmarked on the bottom. And but it does have a lot of scratches on the bottom. Well, not a lot, but a few where it's been used. I cleaned the lid is in good condition. I did clean it. Of course, it needed to be. And I'll pull the lid off so that you can see how nice the lid is. There it is. That's an old green one. I was laughing earlier because I took the lid off and there's waxed paper in it. My mother loves waxed paper. So do I. We'll put the lid back on. The lid is in good condition. It fits tightly. It screws on and off easily, but it is a good tight-fitting lid. And the green on the top is in excellent condition. Of course, we know when we're looking at that green color that we're right there in that late 20s, all through the 30s, into the early 40s. That's really the 30s is that popular, the era for the popular color.
My grandpappy told me that you couldn't go wrong with wax paper.
You can't go wrong with wax paper. The rim of the lid, I'm not sure what you're asking for, but there's the rim of the lid.
Probably to see if it's chipped under the lid.
Well, it's not, but from what I remember, it's not. It is not. There it is with a threaded lid. I'm not sure which part of the high bit. Well,
Melody's in at 20.
Please clarify. Were those for Hoosier cabinets? Okay, so this was not made for a Hoosier cabinet. This is a generic kitchen jar. There are glass jars that were specifically made and they fit into Hoosier cabinets, but it's from the Hoosier cabinet era. You can put them in Hoosier cabinets, but it's not like this was made and specifically you must use this in a Hoosier cabinet. It's really just a generic 1930s kitchen jar. But there are examples of these jars with Hoosier cabinets that are marked. Sometimes you'll see an S, which would be for cellars. There are some other ones that have aluminum looking lids that have a different shape to them. You know, that's Hoosier cabinet glass, but that's the best answer I can give you. And so there's a bid somewhere in here. I think I'm not really sure where we are.
At 22 with Bonita Taylor.
We're at 22. Okay. I have 3 of these, 2 this size and a smaller one. I keep flour in one, sugar in one, and brown sugar in another. And they do just beautifully. They're in my cabinet. I mean, they're in my kitchen. And I actually keep the Hoosier cabinets usually had a tambour that would raise and lower in one spot, and the doors at the top. And I keep mine in it. And there were some Hoosier cabinets that you bought that came with glass that was actually made for the cabinet because it fit down in certain metal holders, you know. So I'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You're welcome, Elaine. 1. That's it.
Lovely. I have a bunch of toy tops in there in a jar like that.
Toy tops? Oh, the ones that you spin?
Yeah, the wood spinning tops.
And the kitchen jar.
Okay, there's a stop. Let me do a quick refresh on the YouTube. Make sure I'm seeing what, well, I can't see what everyone else is seeing, but this is the most fair way. And I see Jenny Mack at 45 before the stop.
Jenny, it's coming to you. Jenny, thank you. I just put 2 more boxes in the mail for you today, and there'll be 2 more boxes going out tomorrow to you. Thank you, Jenny, and thank you everyone who was interested in that.
Thanks everyone for your bid.
Thank you.
And my next start is $18 choice. You can buy both or get one or the other. And this is a, I guess this would be 2 pints. Oops, let me remove that comment. Both uranium. This is a cream size. Looks to be about, you know, about a pint.
Nice.
Very nice. Yeah, they glow. I mean, I'll show you, but they glow. There you go. I'm in very bright light now, and you can see how that's popping. And then they're not the same pattern, so that's why they're choice, because someone may be collecting, this one really pops. Someone may be collecting certain patterns. I don't know, but we have the open sugar double handle. This is a 2-cup open sugar. And then you have the 1 pipe creamer. So these are large. They're very, very small ones. So these are choice. Nice green glowy glass.
You have an open
18. North Carolina Coast fan. I think you're new to me. Hello, hello. And if you are new to me, on the ticker below the screen, it's running. It'll run all through the show. If you make a purchase, to email your information to Scott, and his email is there. And then if you just watch it scroll, email me at vintageoutpricingtexas@gmail.com, Scott at oldcuriosityshop99@gmail.com. Hi, Susan. Good to see you. She's in for a bid at 20. And this is choice. So you have the option if you just want one or the other or both, if you have the winning bid. And these are great. Yeah. For your coffee set, kitchen, you want to keep your toothbrush in there, Just go right at it. Be free. Do what you want to do. You want to feed your cat out of this? Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it now.
Do it now.
You live your life with your uranium glass, with your green. I don't even. It's so incorrect. I can't even say it anymore. Oh yeah, with your green Vaseline glass.
Yeah.
Your uranium Vaseline.
Uranium Vaseline.
Okay, here you go. Oh, what's important? No chips on the sugar. I should have mentioned that. And no issues chips on the picture. These are almost pristine. It's just that they're older. So you have a little wear on the bottom rim where it's been touching a counter for decades. But other than that, we're in good shape. See the nice press marks. These weren't hand blown. These were pressed. So of course you'll have where that seam is, and it's a little sharp here, but that's just the press line, what you can see there. That's what you feel. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wait for the stop. Waiting for the stop. Elaine is the high bid at 21 right now. Waiting for that stop. Susan's in at 25. NC Coast, you're second at 25 and 26. And waiting for the stop. Where's the stop? There's the stop. So NC Coast fan, you're in before the stop. Thank you so much. And let me know which one you want. If you want
Get over there.
the picture, please. Okay, the picture and the sugar. Let's see. Next up would be Susan. I'm going to highlight you. You were in at 25 as well. Let me know if you want the sugar, the two-handled sugar. Thank you. Yeah, just send me the information. Susan, let me know. Yes, please. Okay, thank you, Susan. All right, we'll go to Scott. Uh-oh. What is going on? Is it March already? Look at him and his Lucky Charms.
Well, you have to put something on your head when you're with David and Tammy.
That's not true.
I hear that echo. Actually, it's gone. This starts at $19. This is one of the reasons why I fell in love with collecting 1920s and 30s glass. It's unlike anything else. The shapes, the colors. This is way cool. What is it? What is it? It's a center bowl. Yep. Now it would have had, of course, matching candlesticks. You guys can decide what color that is. But it's made by the Westmoreland Glass Company. Yeah, this is a piece of Westmoreland. And this is going to date again to circa, sorry, we're getting a really bad storm right now. Circa 1930. So this stuff comes on the scene in the late 20s. Yeah, Seafoam is good, Patricia. I'm going to go with Seafoam. Patricia, you nailed it.
I like Seafoam.
I had a good drink of Seafoam the other day.
I'm good with Seafoam. Good call. We're good with that.
You know how you turn to see what's going on behind you and then you get knocked over by a wave and your mouth is open? So this measures 11 by 4, 10 by 4. So it's 10 inches across and 4 inches tall. And that's what it looks like. Look at the gold encrusted band. Are you seeing it?
Beautiful.
Beautiful. So we've got
Yes.
a gold embossed and gold encrusted, and then some scratches underneath where the gold was. This is paint. That's the way they did it in the 30s. And the colors are endless.
Ginny Mac's in at 19.
And of course, you know, we always say this would be absolutely be stunning on one of those black glass bases. And I've sold all of mine. I'm out of them.
I have 2.
Got to find me some more.
I have one in my study and then one I just picked up.
So, so pretty any time of the year. But what a pretty spring, Eastery kind of color to put in the center of your table. And that's just how it would sit. There are no chips or cracks. Again, this is made by the Westmoreland Glass Company. And we have this beautiful seafoam color with a gold encrusted band. And it's the center bowl with no candlesticks. But we're going to go ahead and count it down because we do have the opening bid of 19 that has been offered by Jenny. And we'll, if there are no questions, we'll count it down. It's a very unique color.
And shape.
And shape. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Thank you, Westmoreland Glass Company.
Lovely. We're waiting for that stop. We're here on the 15th green. We welcome everyone to this Championship Sunday. There is a stop by Karen Williams, and your winner is Ginny Mac at 19.
Jenny, thank you.
Actually, I can use my quiet storm voice since we both have storms surrounding us.
Thank you, Jenny.
All right. My next start is going. What do I want to do? Next start is 18. Let's go ahead and get this cool little vase out of the way. There's the start at 18, and this is a very nice vase. Oh, it's got bamboo etching on here. So nice little little Japanese flavor. That etching. Gorgeous amethyst base. Now, if you have a set of kitchenware, say like the amethyst modern tone, if you're collecting that set,
Yeah.
this base would complement that very well. That's got the same shade of the modern tone amethyst. And this was blown. This was not, you can see the smooth pontal here. This was not pressed. And nice etching. You can feel the etching. There's some straw marks here. This you can tell some old glass. It wasn't a high produced, like perfection wasn't the key. Beauty was the key. Beauty was the key on that. Getting these done. You can see the straw marks. You can see the ripple at the base where that was blown and set. Where this piece of glass was set on this one. The ripples on the base of that. Smooth pontal. And then the wheel etching here. You can feel that nice sharp edge. And, that's a lost art. I mean, you could probably put 12 names in an egg crate, in an egg carton of the professionals that are actually doing wheel cut right now. Very rare. I haven't heard. I need to go search that article, see if anyone's actually doing wheel cut anymore. Because even in the reference, I know you've looked through the reference books and your brilliant glass books, Scott.
I have.
The gentlemen that they have pictures of doing that, they were in their 60s and 70s then.
Oh yeah, so many of them were European, you know.
And you don't see young guys there at the wheel cutting glass. So who was their apprentice? Who took this art over? That's a deep dive. That's a lazy Sunday research project you can do if you have time. I don't see a bid on this. I will count it down: 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, there's the stop, and we'll go with Scott for his next item.
Next, I have a. This starts at $249. I have a Royal Doulton vase, hand painted circa 1900, that was filled and turned into a lamp. So I have to tell you that before anyone places it. Before we have to get that out there. So starting at $249, it's 19 inches tall. And I'll back up so you can see it. I'll stand up so you can see it. It's signed. Well, let me back up and not throw my chair into the china closet. I do have to back up all the way. Back up all the way. Okay. It stands 19 inches tall. And I'll put it on my knee. I come from Alabama with Royal Doulton on my knee.
Crazy K's at 265.
I just had to do that. Again, it is signed, and I'll show you the signature. Here is the signature. Louise Johnson. Not Louis, I'm sorry, Louise Johnson. Leslie Johnson. I'm sorry. Because I kept saying Leslie Jordan. It's not Leslie Jordan. It's signed by Leslie Johnson right here. Leslie Johnson painted for Royal Doulton in the 1880s and this is all hand painted through the turn of the century. So this is very late Victorian, really early Edwardian. So it's hard to put an exact date on it. And when it was turned into a lamp, so let's get through the condition. It's not chipped or cracked. It's drilled. You can see part of the original mark there on the bottom. This is the original gilding here on the bottom. And at the top, it was originally gilded. That's the old gold. See this gold right here? That's the antique gold. When it was turned into a lamp and they capped it off here, then they painted the top of the lamp and they put a different color gold. So this gold right here could be removed or just leave it alone. But that's the original gold there. Yeah, and this is just cheap like gold radiator paint. But look at the woman on the front. And I'm sorry for that little circle right there. That's the ring light. See? So she's she's waving goodbye or hello. What do you think she's waving? Goodbye or hello?
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Come back, my love. Come back. Jack, come back.
Jack! Don't let go, Jack.
Anyway,
let go, Jack.
I can just see this on a beautiful oak or mahogany pedestal, like in the corner of a lovely Victorian parlor, you know, circa 1910, can't you? I had it on top of my clock, my mantle clock, with a mirror behind it, and you could really see how pretty the back of it was. Do you have any questions, folks? This is
Crazy K's going to put it on the top of a toilet.
The top of a toilet.
Don't let go, Jack. If you must, leave me your jacket.
If it hadn't been drilled,
It'd be on eBay.
Then I could have asked $1,000 or more. But
It'd
you
be
know
on
the
eBay.
phrase. You know the phrase, you drill it, you kill it. But you know what? This is just so beautiful and decorative, so I hate that it was drilled. But people did that in the 40s. They made lamps out of things like that. And you
Crazy
know what?
K's like, count it down already.
What?
Crazy K's like, count it down already. She's going to put it on top of an old radio. That's nice.
Okay. She is?
If she gets it.
At least it survived. And probably as a lamp with the big base, that might have even kept it from falling over and breaking. So it has survived, and it'll now be in someone else's home. Let me move my chair back up. I don't know if anybody had any questions. If not, I will count it down. I hope I didn't. Sorry if I took too long on that. It can be repaired, but that won't restore the value. So once a repair is always a repair. Yeah, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. All right.
What made them drill it, and what's the excitement to electrification? Some people just love projects like that.
Yeah. I was thrilled to bring it back to, I thought it was dumpy because that big meant that you had to have a massive shade, and it didn't work. It just didn't work. And it's not supposed to be a lamp anyway.
Right. Let me do a quick refresh, but I think we do have a winner. I will refresh anyway. And Jenny Mack is your winner at $291.
All right, Jenny. Thank you everyone who showed interest in it and placed bids. And thank you, Jenny. I'll pack it up in 2 boxes, double box it for you. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you everyone who placed bids.
Yeah, very interesting. Very, very interesting that someone would do that to that lamp, but that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes in Hollywood. Okay, my next start is going to be $40. This is for a pair. Let me get the pair. This is Bristol glass, English Bristol glass, and this is their opaline. Let me highlight that really quick. I'll show two because the hand painting on these are 2 different scenes. So you have 2 vases, very delicate blown glass. And the first one has this windmill hand painted. Get the detail in there. Now, Bristol's known for their beautiful blue glass. That's their signature color, but they made other colors. This is this opaline is one of their more popular, and the other signature look is the hand painting foliage they would put on there, and then these scenes as well. There's the bottom, just nice old. See the old ponton mark? It's a little rough. You see the slight imperfections during the blowing process. So you know it's old. These aren't quite, the ruffles aren't quite uniform. You have slightly rounder, some are flatter. Just old glass with the artisan making these. So they won't exactly match each other. Now the second one, now you're getting both. You're getting both for the money. You're getting the pair. Second one, same color scheme, same foliage around, but this one has like a little cottage, and maybe that's a church in the background. So this is a nice little scene. going up the lane here with several buildings. So it can be reminiscent of a town someone lived in. But beautiful vases, nonetheless, ready for your mantle. Nothing on the backside of each, but just beautiful hand painting on there. Must see to appreciate. Perfect with the windmill lamp. Oh, that's great.
Ouch.
Okay, I'll count this down. Jenny Mac's in at 40, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we'll wait for that stop. And there's the stop. Rhonda tried to get in there at 75. Jenny Mac is the winner at 81. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for the bid, Rhonda. And we'll go to Scott.
Okie doke. I'm selling my first piece. Well, no, this is not my first piece of American Brilliant Cut. I sold a couple pieces on eBay, but this is the first one I've brought to a live sale. This starts at $49. It is 14 inches tall, and it is chip and crack free, which is, I don't know, people who collect American Brilliant Cut, I don't know how they find it without chips on it, because I can't, but that one has no chips. You can call it a corset vase if you want. You can call it an hourglass. It's really pretty. Now, American Brilliant Cut, the years roughly Civil War into the First World War, roughly. You know, there's not like start, stop, but we'll say the 1850s up to about 1914, 15, you know, maybe even up to 1920. That's pushing it a little bit. But this one is 14 inches tall. It is, it contains lead because it's American Brilliant. The glass that is pressed, of course, doesn't have lead in it. I'll bring it up and let you see it. One of the things I really like about this is all of the free space. What do they call that? The negative space, but the part that wasn't cut. Normally, cut glass like this, it is cut all over. But they've left space on here to really appreciate the glass. And even around the top, none of these teeth are chipped. And I love it how you can see how it's all hand cut because the teeth are not uniform. You know, they're different sizes. So when this came out of the mold, it was a completely blank glass vase, and it was all cut just like this by the person at the wheel who cut it. So each piece, sometimes they're signed, but a lot of times they are not. It can take days and days and weeks to figure out because there are thousands and thousands of American Brilliant Cut patterns. And thanks to a very lovely person, and she knows who she is, and she's here tonight, sent me 4 of the books, the good reference books. And it's fun to sit down and go through them. So 14 inches tall, we're looking for an opening bid of $49 on this American Brilliant Cut glass. This piece probably dates to around 1900, 1912. It's, you know, it's kind of hard to tell, but somewhere in there, and it's just lovely. Give it another second and see if we've got any American Brilliant Cut fans tonight. And if not, we'll put it away. And if we don't get any bids, we'll put it away and bring it back at the end of the auction. So this one, I did not. It's harder to identify this than the EAPG. EAPG can be challenging, but it's a little tougher to look up the Brilliant Cut because of the thousands of patterns that were made. Okay, I don't see any interest in it. So Karen, if you'll throw the stop in there, we're going to just throw the stop in there. We're not going to count it down. We're going to keep the ball rolling, and I'll bring this back at the end of the evening, and we'll see if anyone is interested at that point. We'll turn it back over to David now.
All righty.
The intermission. Oh no, it's only quarter of.
Oh no, not. It's not quite time. Okay, my next start is going to be, let's see, 32. And this is for antique oak English barley twist candles. And they're not the little ones. Barley twist, good old barley twist, oak barley twist. Oops, that's still, there we go. So these measure, did I measure these? Yes. These are 10.5 inches tall. You're going to get the pair. Let me get some detail in here. You can see where the finish is alligatoring, so you don't want to refinish these. It's got nice wear for the age. Just beautiful candles. We show the base of the second one. Two pieces of wood together, and then the crown that holds the candle so it doesn't burn the wood. There's the bottom of the second one. So, of course, these are handmade, very old. I would say probably early Edwardian, if not late Victorian.
Did you say they're oak, David?
They're oak.
Mm-hmm.
And that with a very dark finish, and you can see that the alligatoring on the edges. Do not paint these white. Do not put sandpaper on these. I mean, you can do what you want if you want them. But yeah, I would say late Victorian, early Edwardian for this pair. 10.5 inches tall. The bases are, I did make a note, 4.5 inches wide for the pair. So these are easily 100 years old. And very stout. Okay, I will count these down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Briar, I kid you not. People will paint these. I've seen it. I've seen these. It's a very sad day. You walk into someone's booth, like Becky's Corner in Tennessee, or whoever's corner, and you'll find these chalk painted black, gray, white. It's very sad. Very sad. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Do-do-do-do-do. There's the stop, and we'll go to Scott's next item.
Next up in width is 11 inches. I have a Cambridge punch bowl in pressed glass, not cut, pressed. This starts at $35. There is no damage. Well, I'll tell you, there's no damage up here. The only place where there is a chip, which is pretty hard not to have them chipped there, is down here at the base. There's a chip, a small one. And there's also a small chip where the base fits down into the stand. Pretty, that happens because you're constantly doing this to the two pieces of glass. You don't see it, and the base actually matches. When I buy these, I don't buy punch bowls that don't have a matching base. And this one does have the matching base. Now, this isn't cut. It's pressed. Pressed, yeah. Made by Cambridge. And this is the Cambridge, the pattern, they referred to it as pattern number 2647. Cambridge did. Collectors call this the Dorothy pattern. Cambridge Glass Company was in Cambridge, Ohio, and they operated from 1902 until 1958. This was introduced to the market in 1906. 1906. Now, I'm going to be selling punch cups a little bit later in the show. They don't match this, but I do have punch cups that are of another pattern that, could be used. So we're looking, if anyone has any interest in this, to start us off at 35. And as I was mentioning earlier, when you see the old advertisements in the literature, you could take the bowl off and, of course, use it for a fruit bowl on your dining table. And then you could also take the base. That's the way it sits when it's a punch bowl. And because it has a solid here, you could turn it this way and, believe it or not, use it as a jelly or a jam or a candy dish or a flower vase. And that's what they said in those old catalogs. It was kind of neat that they promoted them that way. I've read that. Not necessarily Cambridge, but whoever wanted to advertise it that way. There it is. I don't know what else to say about it, so I'll count it down. Unless there are any questions, we'll just wait a second and see if anybody has any questions about the punch bowl. By Cambridge, again, introduced in 1906. Hi there.
Hello, hello.
I don't see any questions, but I see Terry Trahan with a high bid of 38. Terry, I hope you saw my reply. I loved the English muffins. 10. Terry sent me a picture of the toaster, which he bought, and he toasted it. And that was so neat to see that, Terry. Thank you. I wrote back 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the 1906 Cambridge Dorothy pattern punch bowl. And I'll be sure to put that piece of paper in the box when I ship it, so you'll be able to have that information. Yeah, stay right there. Okay. I'm back out here in the dining room today, but.
And Terry Trahan is your winner with a high bid of 46.
Terry, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for your interest in that. Punch bowl. Okay, got it.
Terry Trahan, Punch Bowl 46.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, my next start is going to be, where's my list? Tiffin. $30.
Glenn, I don't know. I will have to look at the tracking number, but that was placed in the mail. There should be no reason why that Halloween die cut didn't reach you, but I will check into that. I will check the tracking number. That should have gotten to you by now. I'm puzzled by that.
Starts 30 for hashtag PPYS, pink, pink, you stink. Is that right, Scott?
Sometimes.
Pink, pink, you stink. Pink, pink, you stink.
I'm glad I don't have the same shirt on.
Oh, that would have been lovely. That would have been too much. Okay, starting at 30, this lovely pink, pink. Not a lot of room. This vase is not going to take a lot of room. Silver overlay. silver on the rim, silver on the base, and then you've got overlay on each side. No chips. No chips. No damage. And the silver overlay.
Relax, everybody. Pink, pink, you stink is some. Pink, pink, you stink. It was a jump roping rhyme, and it didn't mean that the color pink stinks. It was a rhyme that children did, like Lizzie Borden took an axe. Pink, pink, you stink. It wasn't that the pink stunk. I've done that before, and people, no, don't make fun of pink. No. So we're not making fun of pink. It was a jump rope rhyme. Thank you for letting me interrupt you.
You're welcome.
We now return to our regular scheduled broadcast.
One moment, please. One moment, please.
He's making fun of pink.
This is only 7 inches tall.
I know, Jenny.
It's not going to take a lot of space in your home. Just lovely. You can make, change arrangements every week, like I am doing with the lovely vases that were gifted to Tammy and I. Get your fresh flowers or get them out of your garden. Not much to say. If you collect pink, you love pink, and you have the silver overlay, it's just lovely glass. And I will count it down. 10, 9. Thank you, Susan, for the bid. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we'll wait for that to stop. We're going to keep it moving.
Okay. Hey, you know what? Since we just did the punch bowl, let's do punch cups. I've got 10 matching punch cups.
Let me wait for the stop really quick.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. You said
No,
moving.
Jenny Mac's at 32. There's a stop. Okay. Jenny Mac 32.
Jenny
Go
Mac
right ahead.
I could not believe when I found 10 of these that match that are chip-free, crack-free. It's $25. These are pressed, not cut, and they are cups that can be used with a punch bowl. I know they look like mugs. Back at that era, people used to drink all kinds of little things, little eggnog drinks and little milky drinks and little custard type drinks and hot cider and all kinds of things. But these would be lovely with a punch bowl. And really the neat thing is the size of them. I know they look like a coffee mug, but they're actually punch cup size, like little, the size of a punch cup. So they stand 3 inches tall and they're 3 inches wide at the top. Here are 2. Here are 2 more. 2 more and 4 more out in the kitchen. And so I've got 10 of them. And I just love the shape. I'm in love with the shape of you. That's all I'm going to sing. We did not look these up in the database. So if someone buys these, you can have fun seeing if you can find these in the EAPG database. $25 for a matching set of 10. And because they're pressed glass, these 2 are going to date into the EAPG era. So we'll say circa 1890s to 1910, something like that. Well, I'm glad you're watching in Arkansas. Yes, I did sell the vase lamp. Sorry, Poodle, if you were waiting for that, but I sold it about 10 minutes ago. Any interest in the punch? Any questions on the punch cups? Remember, there's 10 of them, and they're all chip free.
Are they heavy?
That's a relative term. I don't know what. They contain no lead. They're thick. They're not. They're about the standard weight of a punch cup. But as you know, it's pressed glass, so they weigh about as much as you think they would weigh. Elaine, the handles are not smooth. They're not supposed to be. I mean, they have a design pressed in them, like a zigzag in there. Yeah. This part is where you put your thumb, but this is not smooth. Any other questions? Did you place a bid? I didn't see any. Okay, well,
I haven't seen a bid yet.
10 punch cups. We're starting at $25. If there isn't, ooh, that was a hiccup. If there's no interest, then we'll bring them back.
Question.
With 3 exclamation points. What question did I not answer, Elaine?
Handles. Well, she asked if the handles were smooth. We said no.
We answered that.
Are they heavy? We answered that. So I'm not sure what the other question was.
I don't know.
Asked and answered. Elaine Marie has your bid at 25.
Love these. And look at the shape. They're like cheaters, like cheater mugs. All right. I'll count them down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. On the 10 matching unusual little punch cups. I can just see them filled with eggnog at Christmas with cinnamon and a little cinnamon stick sticking out of them or something like that for 10 guests at Christmas time. I'll tell you what, Elaine Marie, if you got them.
She got them.
Huh?
She got them.
She got them at 25. I think you got a prize, Elaine. Because I see punch cups frequently, but that's the first time I've ever had those. Was it at 25, the punch cups?
Correct.
Okay, and it's Elaine Marie. Okay, thank you.
All right. With that, we'll take a little intermission.
Okay.
We're at the 9 o'clock hour, your time. And gives you time to refresh your drink, everyone. I would do a little show and tell, but I have nothing to show and tell.
You don't?
So everyone refresh your drink, pop some popcorn. We're taking our little notes here and getting our next items ready. And I will grab some ice really quick. Do you have something you want to show, Scott?
Well, I could. Sure, why not? I'll stand up. Some of you might not have seen this. I just bought it. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. I just bought this the other day.
Yes, refresh your browser, everyone. Go out and come back in.
This I just purchased when Vinny and I were shopping. I bought this at an antique store in Philadelphia. And this is a piece of Phoenix consolidated glass. It was way up on the shelf, way behind. I said, Vinny, look. Oh, that's Phoenix consolidated. Once you handle 3 or 4 pieces of Phoenix consolidated, you will never be mistaken for something else. We've got all these wonderful dancing nudes with their shower curtains flipping all around the place. Wait, do they have skirts on? No, but the drape sort of covers up, what needs to be covered up.
Right.
And they would have produced this in, let's see, green, blue. There's sort of a brownish color. It's a nice tall one, and it is chip and crack free. Now, I'm not selling this tonight. Am I selling it? Let me live with it for a few weeks. Then we'll see.
I have a question. Since I am not familiar with that maker, did they create that cameo style, or was the glass overlaid on glass? So basically, cameo would be where they layered the pink, then they layered the white, and then they would chip away the white to get the shapes.
Nothing is chipped away on it. It's all it's this sort of no, it's not milk glass, but the figures that don't receive the paint would have been covered with something like wax.
Mm-hmm.
It's painted, so it's all one solid piece of glass. In other words,
Yeah.
is that
Okay.
you can see it there. I don't want to take up too much time on it. So the figures are not applied to the glass. This was made in a mold, and the figures are molded into it.
Beautiful.
So I'll put it down, and I guess we'll keep the ball rolling, right?
It's time to roll out the barrel.
Is it?
Who was the last? I forgot. Oh, you just sold the punch cups.
Yeah, it's your turn. It's
Okay.
your turn, David. Right?
Now I remember.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Let her roll. Let her roll.
Okay.
Okay, I'm thinking I am 97.5% sure this is Hazel Atlas. And this, well, the glass is. They probably commissioned a chrome company to make the lid with a Bakelite, or is that Cataline? The red and the yellow, not quite Bakelite. Bakelite was dark, wasn't it? You've got the little inserts here into the chrome handle, chrome lid. That comes out. The Hazel Atlas looks like their biscuit jar. I believe it's a Hazel Atlas pattern. And then the chrome base. Now, before you bid, there are issues, but this is sometimes that Bakelite's gone or the lid's gone. I've seen these before with this total annihilation on the outside. The outside looks great. The inside, these are old now, so it just depends. You buy it when you find it because you'll never see it again. So there's issues on the inside. But I guess they left moisture there, and then where that inserts. This is chip and crack free on the rim. So the glass is great. And then the chrome has some age and a little bit of pitting on the top. See those little spots? But the Bakelite is in great shape. No chips or cracks on that. Just a nice little biscuit jar. This is going to start at, now that I've given you all the information on it, this is going to start at 40. And the size is, where's my little folding ruler? At the top, this is going to be 7 inches tall, and at the widest, that's 7 by 7. So in the base with the top 7 inches, and then from handle to handle 7 inches, and just a nice 3-piece. And you can keep all kinds of things in here: cookies, candies. If you're collecting smalls, you can collect those smalls in there. Or if you're just collecting the old Deco era items, then this one's for you. And spin that around so you can get a good shot at that. Or if you just have Bakelite items and you're collecting Bakelite, this is a nice item to have. Or chrome. The chrome's not marked Chase or any other chrome company. So obviously probably commissioned by Hazel Atlas to provide the chrome. They were in the glass business, so they probably just had these, hey, give us a lid, give us a base for this thing. And voila, it was done. Hi, Bonita. I see you at 40. Good to see you, Bonita. Hope you're doing well. And they're wonderful pattern glass. All right, we will count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
I read your comment, and thank you, Wordsmith.
And there's the stop. And Karen Reese snuck in there at 45. And that will be coming your way. Karen, we have your information. Thank you so much. And we'll go to Scott.
Honestly,
Thank you, Benita.
the piece I'm about to sell is my favorite piece tonight, my personal favorite piece tonight. And I flipped when I found this in the antique store. This is one of the most lovely wooden Victorian frames I think I've ever found. It starts at $20. I can't wait to show it to you up close. It will hold a picture that measures 4 by 6. There's no glass, so you have to put your own glass in it. The picture will measure 4 by 6. And I flipped when I found it in the antique store. I have to, I guess, stand up to show you how beautiful it is. And it's an easel frame. So this is,
wow.
yeah. And look, my gosh, even the wooden easel on the back is original. The chain appears to have been replaced. But I'm letting you see the entire back of it.
Wow.
Look at the little tiny screws.
Yeah.
That hold the whole thing in place on the back. That's just the back. Now,
Where was this?
Where was this?
Where did you find it?
At an antique store in Pennsylvania.
Lovely. Oh, that's gorgeous.
As typical with something like this from the heat, the wood would crack, and this one cracked here and cracked here, and it was glued by someone. You can see there's a little bit of glue residue on the back. So it probably cracked from the awful humidity that we have here on the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty typical of something like that. It didn't.
I would have a hard time selling that one.
It did not crack at the bottom and have any repair. Look at the feet on the bottom.
Beautiful.
When you get this frame, the detail on this frame is absolutely divine. And I have so many frames already with old relatives in it. I just don't need another frame. But I thought long and hard before I decided I would sell this frame.
Yeah, I would have too.
You can slide the glass in here and slide your picture in through the top. So it's solid at the bottom. You see there?
Good night, Melody.
Pardon?
Melody's saying good night, just saying goodbye.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Good night, Melody.
The back is gorgeous.
Oh, no, the whole thing. Yeah. You know, to sit on a piano or a table, even if this is exposed on the back.
Beautiful.
Any questions? I don't see any.
Just regarding the style, like Renaissance Revival question, almost like tramp art.
Tramp art? No.
Just
No.
I think they're looking at the edging just around. But yeah, no, there's I know what you mean. Yeah.
No tramp art here. This is so finely done. You know, tramp art would be much cruder than that.
What's a fancy tramp?
Not that there's anything wrong with tramp. I love tramp art as well. Tramp art boxes.
He's a Park Avenue tramp.
Huh? Yeah. I'll count it down. If there aren't
He's
any.
a boardwalk tramp.
10, 9, 8, 7. Oh, I got to get my hands. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it.
Poodle at the current bid is 50. Elderly poodle.
This is so beautiful. You are going to love this frame, whoever wins. It's just a beautiful frame.
Terry Trahan loves walnut frames. We're waiting for that stop. Let me do a quick refresh before I see the stop. And Patsy M at 89 before the stop. I'll leave her highlighted on the screen. Thank you, everyone, for your bids.
Yeah, thanks, everybody. Thank you, Patsy. You are going to love that frame. Thank you.
Okay. What I should have been doing was preparing my next item. I did not. The next start is going to be...
To be.
Oh, let's see if this cute little guy will sell. Start is 35. And he's got some wear, but he was out in the yard. So this is a lovely old plaster fox. So he would go in the garden. You know, the plasterware, your plaster gnomes. And this scared the fur off of Jack when I set him in the backyard.
Ah.
So nice little golden fox. He does show that he was painted gold. I think these are stone eyes inserted here. They're not glass. And it is marked. It says Universal Statuary. And did I measure him? He stands... He's 13 inches tall. So if you like foxes or you like little critters in your garden, he would be perfect. I just saw a story of a rabid fox attacking a golden retriever in my area. Ooh. Is he heavy? He's about probably 3 or 4 pounds. He is plaster. And he looks like he was hollow, but they did fill in with some more plaster, I think. Very cute. I don't know if it was, this may have been painted by, I don't see several layers of paint. So I see where the gold has come off. So they may have originally just painted the gold over the plaster because that's the plaster showing. But his ears are not chipped off. You see some paint loss, but not much. He's in great shape. I mean, he's in that perfect worn, I've been out in a few thunderstorms condition. And Kathleen's in at 35, so I will count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 for the Foxy Fox. We'll wait for that to stop. He's a cutie. I didn't even hesitate. I saw him on the show. I love unique things like that. And I just put him in the cart. And that's going to Kathleen Workman. Thank you, ma'am. And we'll go to Scott.
Okay, from the 30s and the 40s, I've got an original, not a reproduction, milkshake mixer. This is not a Hamilton Beach. This brand is called Handy Hannah, and it is in working condition. I don't have the metal cup. That's missing. It's the green paint is the original on it. I'm going to turn it on and run it for you in a second. It starts at $20. If I didn't say, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I said that or not. We'll start at $20 on the milkshake mixer. And it's Handy Hannah drink mixer, model 504, 20 watts, 115 volts. AC/DC, Handy Hannah Products Corporation of Whitman, Massachusetts. It's a little one. 12 inches tall. Well, about that. Let me see. 13 inches tall. The cord is even green. And you'll have to get yourself the little metal cup that sits in there. You'll find one. And I'm going to turn it on. I oiled it. I did not change the cord. The cord is in good shape, and I just love this green colored cord. Melody Morris has the opening bid of 20, and there's a toggle switch here on the side. I guess you can see that that's the original paint. Oh gosh, don't we love original old green paint? So not a plastic one. Let's turn it on and listen to it run and watch it run. I love that sound. Now listen to the motor. Oh, I love the way it smells, an old motor. That could be a cologne. Turn it on. Here's the blade, which isn't sharp, but it will chop up the ice. Let's turn it on again. Wait, get my fingers. I'm going to watch where I'm holding it. Here we go. Did you see it spin?
Yes. I was thinking about the cup. Almost every antique mall has some specialist that just has the old kitchenware because that's their jam. They love the kitchen stuff. That's where you're going to find that cup. Think about that vendor.
Everybody knows that's what a milkshake cup looks like. That's the one that goes to my Hamilton Beach. You got to find one that looks like that, that's the right size, and it'll fit up in there, and it'll sit just like that. You'll find one. 10, should I count it down? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Now I'm going to unplug this. I don't like to leave antique electronics plugged in. Well, I say that, but I do it anyway. Well, not like this, though. Not kitchen appliances. You know what I mean.
Yeah, but for the most part, you don't keep your stuff plugged in. Like when you brought your toaster out, you took your toaster out. We used the toaster. It was cleaned after breakfast, and you stored it back. Unplugged, stored back. So there's your stop, and it looks like Melody Morris is your winner at 20. Thank you, Melody.
Thank you, Melody.
Snark, snark, laugh, laugh, hint, hint. Tammy says Melody for whatever reason, because she speaks Tam Tam. Melody. Okay, you've got that written down. Wonderful. My next start will be, let's see, how about a mayonnaise set? How's that sound, Scott?
Well, I'll take the mayonnaise set, but you can keep the mayonnaise.
Okay, it's pink. So if you love pink, you're going to get the bowl, the spoon, and the underplate. This is going to start at $25. So you have the underplate, the bowl, and the ladle.
Ladle, ladle, ladle. I made it out of clay.
Here's the plate. It's got that, all of this was pressed. So you're going to have the straw marks, a few bubbles. There's no chips, cracks on the underplate. Just like a little rough edge where where it was pressed, where that seam is. That is only, you're looking at 9 inches wide from handle to handle. Then you have the bowl, some bubbling, some straw marks, no chips. Jack's barking. I don't know if you hear him or not. Maybe he sees a fox. And then we have the ladle, which is in great shape. Normally missing when you find these out in the wild, but here we are. And that's no chips or damage on that. So this was a well taken care of item. If you're looking for that pink mayonnaise set, here you are. And I see Sandra in at 30. Thank you, Sandra Norden. I think you're new to us. They're saying hello, Jack. It looks like a cake pipe. The cake pipes. Mm-hmm. Okay. He's barking at somebody. Okay. We'll count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you for that. He sets up on one of the day beds in the kids' room and just barks outside. He's like the video I showed. He's Nosy Joe. Kathleen's at 35. We're waiting for the stop. And while we're waiting for the stop, I'll get ready to transition Scott. And Kathleen, you're first at 35. That's going to be yours, man. Thank you, everyone.
Hey, Jenny, did you or anybody else see, I think it was one of those little Sunday morning clips from something about the lady who during the pandemic decided that she was going to create flavored mayonnaises. So that's why I asked you, it was just on TV. And she sold these different flavored mayonnaise, and it was, I don't know, it was a little 10-minute thing. I don't know if you saw that. You did see it? You saw it? You watched it? That's what I meant with the flavored mayonnaises. They looked good. I think it was on a Sunday morning show that I watched later that day. 10 inches across and 7 inches tall. This starts at $20. Now I sold that Sunday. Yes, CBS Sunday Morning. That's what it was on, Gail. This starts at $20. I sold this during the first EAPG sale, but it wasn't paid for, so I'm going to bring it back tonight. The pattern is called Art, A-R-T. It's made by the Adams and Company in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They operated from 1861 to 1891. This was introduced in 1889, according to the Early American Pattern Glass website. The pattern is also known as Jacob's Tears. It is chip-free and crack-free. I'm going all around it. We have a hollow stem here. We talked about how sometimes a cork would be placed there with artificial flowers on it, but take a look. So also known as Jacob's Tears, the pattern. And again, it was introduced in 1889. And then that company ended its operations in 1891. I wonder what happened in 1891. 7.5 inches tall, and it'll take a 9-inch cake. So a 9-inch cake can sit in it. 7 inches tall, it'll take a 9-inch cake.
Anything larger than 9 inches is just, you know.
Well, if it's larger than 9 inches, it's going to need a different cake stand. Or you'll have to trim it down.
Correct.
You'll get the little piece of paper with it so that you'll know. And I'm going to go ahead and count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. I wonder who originally purchased this in 1889-ish, when it was released for sale.
Grover Cleveland.
Could have been. That old Grover. It looked like, is it Terry at 42 perhaps?
It's Terry at 42. Yes.
All right, Mr. Terry, it's coming to you. Cake stand. Thank you, Terry, and everyone who was interested in it.
Wonderful. And my next start, Lizzie Borden, they said, could have bought that, purchased that.
Well, actually, she could have.
She could have. We weren't there. We don't know.
Well, she was acquitted, and she was in her big house by 1889.
Yeah, I have a
by 1890. What?
I have a candy jar. This is going to start at
After 1892.
Where am I? 1930s candy jar, $28. This is 10 inches tall from base to top. Oops. Let me do this.
Get rid of me.
I'll just hide you. I don't want to get rid of you. So beautiful candy jar. This is the one that has 3 chambers. So you can put your green M&Ms, yellow M&Ms, or blue M&Ms if you want to split those up, or various fall candy. You put your candy corn, your fall mix, and just isolate the pumpkins there if you want. Whatever you want to do, or various nuts. And since this is older, you're going to have the wheel etching all the way around. I think Heisey came up with the 3-chamber first, and then it was copy. Copyright infringement. I'm going to sue you. No, I'm suing you back. Those crazy glass companies, they spent more on, I think they spent more on lawyers and patent infringement lawsuits than they did their own glass workers.
No doubt.
The lawyers were rich. So this is a 30s candy jar, 10 inches tall, beautiful. If you're collecting these or you just don't have one, you thought of getting one, these make nice gifts as well. And they look lovely. And then you can change the color with whatever you put in there. I see, is it Dreamboat Annie is in at 30. This one is not Heisey. This one is not Heisey. And Heisey, if it, oh, Hadley, if this was Heisey, I'd probably, it'd probably not leave my hands, because I haven't had a Heisey candy jar like this one. But I think this is one of the companies that quickly jumped on that because it just doesn't have that high C clarity. And it's not signed, but you know, there's probably 8 companies that made this after High C came out with this. And this one, High C just pops. I mean, you can almost tell High C right away when you see it. I don't care what color it is. And I'm just trying to refrain from collecting High C because I know, like I've said before, once I start, I'm not going to stop. And that scares me. Okay, I'm going to count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we'll wait for the stop. Like I said, this is chip and crack free. Do a quick refresh on my other screen. Top chat, live chat. Okay, there's a stop, and it looks like Christina Campbell is the high bid at 40. Okay. Thank you for your bids, everyone. Thank you very much. And we'll get back to Scott.
All right, this wooden glove box starts at $15. And it's an antique. I've got to do one thing to it, is get 2 wire brads from the basement and attach that bottom hinge. I'll show you, but I have to stand up. So now this one, so there it is. It has a latch here, and then inside, well, back here, there was a split here, and I had to glue it. But I've got to reattach this hinge, and I will. I've got old brads in the basement, and I just go boop, boop, and it'll put that hinge right back in there. Typically, these were for dresser tops for ladies to put their long gloves in. Oh, come on. And so when you open it, this is all like in here, this part here, that is a type of, the decoration is inside.
Burnish?
Yeah, well, there's a little chain here as well that keeps the lid from flopping, and that needs to be reattached. So I got a couple things I need to do to this. And somebody put a piece of contact paper in the bottom. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I was definitely.
That's Tammy. I'm a sucker for old boxes. I can't help myself.
The contact paper looks like 1970s paneling, but the box dates to about 1900 or so, and it's wooden. It's got flowers on the top. Let me back up. Oh, I'm sorry. There we go. Flowers on the top. Flowers in the attic. Petals in the wind. I'll let you see the bottom of it. And the sides.
You have a bid of 15 from Justine.
This one might remind somebody of tramp art a little bit more, or the burnt wood type of stuff that they did in those days. But this one isn't that poly tech, whatever it is. What's the word for the burnt wood? Poly something. Okay, and I will put the 2 nails in the back and reattach the chain so that the glove box will open and close just as it should. And I'll count it down after I sit down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it on the antique wooden glove box. Ooh.
And you're going to get a little TLC from it, from the old CS, before it gets shipped to you.
I'll do that tomorrow.
There is the stop, and Cheryl Miller is your high bid at 20, and she's highlighted on the screen for you.
Thank you, Cheryl Miller.
Cheryl Miller. Clap, 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 clap.
I guess it was Miller time.
Miller time. Too easy. Guess who joined me? Look who's back. Back again.
Hi.
Hey, Jack, Jack, look. Look at the Let's go. Let's go.
Is he licking his lips?
Yeah, he's looking outside because Tammy, I don't know if she put video out or not. She ordered a squirrel feeder.
Oh.
So I placed it on a tree where she wanted it, and Jack's been going crazy all day. Okay, my next start is $26, and it's for a cordial set. Very cute. Hazel Atlas, you get 6 cordials, or I guess nowadays shot glasses. And they're this nice, what Tammy would say, cute little chrome caddy. Not going to take up a lot of space on your bar or bar cart. Chip-free, paint's in great condition. You have the red, orange, yellow, and blue stripes. Not much more I can say about these. These are 3 inches tall from the bottom of the caddy. So the glasses are 3 inches tall. The caddy itself from bottom to handle is 4.5 inches. Nice little set. Ginny Max at 26. Elaine is at 30. Skip right over Terry Trehan. 28, 30. You don't do beer. Well, you can do Kool-Aid shots. Oh, yeah.
Mayonnaise shots. I would do mayonnaise shots.
Mayonnaise shots. Ranch dressing shots. Italian dressing shots. The Charge of the Light Brigade.
I love that set.
Jack the Tooth Rosas. Yeah, he's got that little snarl. Okay, I'm going to count this down. We're going to keep it moving. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I've got to show you a picture of a jewelry store in Portugal that has my name.
Oh.
A doctor was vacationing. He went to Spain and then Portugal, and he sent me a message. Did you know you have a store in Portugal? I don't think so. But he showed me a picture. I'll show you that picture when I get it. Pull up, waiting for the stop. And there's the stop. And Terry Trahan is the winner at 54. Terry Trahan. Thank you, sir. All right. We'll go to Scott. Ooh, lovely.
Starting at $19 is a 1940s Duncan and Miller glass swan.
They knew their swans at Duncan and Miller.
And they made a lot of them. They made a lot of sizes. This is one of the larger sizes. I'll tell you that it is chip-free and crack-free. Just a few little gently used, very gently, just a few little light abrasions, but nothing to lose your shirt over. The wingspan is 11 inches, and up to the top of his head, he stands 9 inches tall. So about 11 by 9. $19 we're just starting at. What did I tell you? Duncan and Miller. So fire polished, indeed it was. Here's the bottom of it. And sure, glass swan, well, not the only company that made glass swans, but of course, glass swans and glass animals, a favorite of so many. Wouldn't it be lovely for a centerpiece in the springtime? And I think crystal glass is so underrated, but it's so much more versatile than colored glass, because of course, anything that you would like to put in it is going to show off a beautiful color on your table any time of year. Okay, swan. The silver swan who living had no note, when death approached, unlocked her silent throat. That's from my favorite madrigal. Do you have a favorite madrigal, David?
I do not, except for Miss Magical from 5th grade.
Oh. I thought everybody had a favorite madrigal. We'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And I promise one of these days when I do a live, we will all share our favorite madrigal. I know I'm looking forward to that.
Maybe at a get together. Who knows? We're waiting for the stop. Sandra Garcia is your high bid at 35. I see another bid at 36. Let's see if it got in before the stop. Let me do a quick refresh, just to be fair. And 35 before the stop. So that Sandra Garcia is your winner.
Thank you, Sandra. And everyone.
Yeah, I've never heard of Cane's mayonnaise. Have you? I prefer Duke's mayonnaise myself.
No, I have not.
I guess homemade. I couldn't tell homemade from. I don't know anyone that makes mayonnaise.
I only believe in 3 condiments. That's all. I'm not going to tell you which 3.
Great. Don't. I didn't ask. Oh, that was fun.
And
that was fun. Okay, I have. Well, I did the barley twist. I just have items. How many items do you have?
I'm finished. I just want to bring back the one item that I didn't sell, which was my American Brilliant Cut corset vase.
Okay.
Oh, you want me to do it now?
Yeah, because I'm going to do the 3 I have quickly.
Okay.
And then we can chat a little bit.
No chips, no cracks, starting at $49. American Brilliant Cut. That's going to date to around 1900. Could be a little bit earlier, could be a little bit later. It has no chips or cracks on it. It's 14 inches tall, 14 inches tall, and it is cut glass, not pressed. So it's got lead in it. It's heavy. It's all hand cut. So the teeth, if they look irregular, it's because it was all cut by hand. All of this is cut. Now, most of the time when you find American Brilliant Cut, it's decorated all over, like the glass that you see on top of the china closet. That's all American Brilliant Cut as well, but it is decorated all over. This piece I happen to have, I happen to like very much because the person who did the cutting has left. I don't know if you call that negative space. I might be using that term wrong. There's a lot of extra space in there where the glass really shines. And of course, being that it is leaded glass, it's heavy, and this is actual, crystal, lead crystal. American Brilliant Cut, $49. Nobody. We're going to go boop, boop, boop in just a second and put it away. We'll just see for a second. It's clear, no cloudiness, no interest. Okay, so we'll pass on it. Yeah, clear because of the lead.
Boom.
Jenny put a bid in of 49, and so if there's no other interest, we're going to go ahead and count down the American Brilliant Cut vase. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. When the sunlight hits this in the morning on the dining room table, it's like the whole chorus of the Copacabana has just marched through my front door, sequins and all. It's beautiful. If you're not out there in those thrift stores looking for this beautiful American cut, you ought to be. It's there. You'll find it. Buy it even if it's chipped.
And Catherine Tate is your winner at 50. I have her highlighted on the screen for you. Very nice pickup. Beautiful piece of glass.
Thank you, Catherine.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Catherine. Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you, Catherine. We got it.
Let me get back to this vase, and this was $18 for the amethyst footed bamboo etch. $18. Like I said, that amethyst will match your amethyst modern tone and other depression glass sets. It's got the bamboo etching.
I like that.
It's beautiful. I've had it on a shelf in my little office for a little while. This stands 7 1/4 tall. And I won't spend too much time on it. So I'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The next start were the Barley Twist candles. And these were at, let's see, where am I? Here we go. These are 10 1/2 inches tall. These start at 32. Nice, very old candles.
Good night, Carmen. See you in Ocean Grove.
Good night. Pan down for these so you can see the detail and the age of those. And Christina's in at 32. So I'll count these down. I'm not trying to rush anyone. We just kind of try to keep it at 2 hours. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wait for the stop.
My refrigerator never without horseradish and sauerkraut.
Yummy. Okay, Christina, those are yours at 38. And one more item. Let's see, Barley Twist. Another pair of candles. These start at 30. Thank you, Christina. And thank you, Elderly Poodle, for bidding on that. And these are not barley twist. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think these are walnut. Can you see that, Scott?
I'm not close enough on the camera. To see it. Oh, try it again. It's hard for me to see from here.
Okay.
They're actually probably mahogany, but
Mahogany.
they may be mahogany stained. I'd have to see them in person.
Yeah.
Look, do you see like little black flecks, like little black dots, sort of?
No, I think it's mahogany stained on an oak. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
If it's mahogany grain, you'll see what looked like little like somebody took a black pencil, and just put dashes.
Yeah.
Little. Mm-hmm.
Well, these are from the 30s. Nice old. Now, someone took the green felt off of this one. But nice old green felt.
They have a beautiful color.
Oh, they're gorgeous. I mean, obviously, Scott and I wouldn't pick up anything if it wasn't pretty or didn't catch our eye.
Right.
Ginny's at 30. Bottom, please. There's the bottom. Like I said, the felt's missing on that. The felt's here.
Gefilte fish.
Gefilte fish. All right, I'll count these down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Lovely shape too. 2 and 1. Oh, Jenny retracted. Okay, got it. And 1 and do. Okay. All right. And that is it. Bring my man back. Looks like he's playing harmonica. So, another Two Chaps is done. We thank everyone for joining us tonight. And not to rush anyone, but, we like to move it along so that we can get the items out, get it all done. Scott works all day, does this. I worked all day, had this to do, and we just like having fun. Like I said, this is we didn't have a July show last year because last year was the fire, for those that didn't join us earlier. So as y'all know, y'all follow the story. We're in the new house. Hey, open invite. Whoever wants to visit us in Texas, just let us know.
David, look at the comments.
What's the comment?
I think somebody wants to bid on something, maybe.
Can I bid, David? Did you want? Oh, okay. You can have the candlesticks, Christina. I know these. Yeah, I'll mark you down. You got them. They're yours. Thank you, Christina. And if you're not keeping those would be a great gift too. They're nice and old. They're at their late 30s max or older.
I think older.
Yeah, they have that. They're not quite alligatoring.
More like around
like we say, don't clean these. Let that. I wouldn't clean them. Maybe a little bit of the wax off, but I wouldn't clean them. I wouldn't do a deep clean on those. Okay. Anyway, thank you, everyone. Scott, you have anything else special going on later this week? Maybe 3 or 4 channels in your house selling items?
No, I'm going to prepare a drop sale, but I don't know if it will drop tomorrow or if it'll drop on Wednesday, but it'll drop, so I'm working on that. Oh, I've got a shopping video to put out from when Vinny and the sisters were here, so that was a lot of fun. And I'll pack all this up, and then I'm headed to the shore for the weekend for a few days
to sing.
Yes, to sing, and
me.
I'll put a little reminder out about that in case anybody wants to tune in and watch or come. You're all invited.
Oh yeah, we hit 4,000 subscribers.
Yes.
So a nice little milestone for the old channel, for the old algorithm. I think a lot of it has to do with this crazy guy. They love these dog videos. They love Jack videos. Ouch. And yeah, so thank you very much. We couldn't do it without you, the viewer, friends out there, and we really appreciate it. Scout's been very supportive. Everyone, all of you have been very supportive, and just y'all are good people. Like we say down here, y'all just some good people, and we really appreciate you. We have a sale Wednesday. Tammy and I will be together. All over the map. I think we've already pulled for the sale. So as usual, one-of-a-kind finds or things you just don't see every day, or things that may take you back to your childhood or back in the day when you're like, I used to have that. Wonder what happened to that. We might have. So tune in.
Sorry,
go ahead.
Yes, Catherine Thomas, I will. It's in the mail. It was shipped. I'll check it. No, not nuns. The sisters are two friends of ours that are sisters. Somebody want to know if I went thrifting with nuns and Vinny.
What? Okay. Wow.
I guess.
All right, fellow chap. Until next month. Next month we'll be on Scout's channel. So thanks, everyone. Thank you, Karen Williams, for handling the start-stop.
Yes, Karen, thank you.
We really appreciate it. And we thank you for tuning in. And we thank you for putting up with two wild and crazy guys. So bye for now.
Good night, all.
Have a good evening.
Good night, all. Thank you.